Hey everyone, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. It is Tuesday, December the 22nd, 2009, and it's just a couple days before Christmas, so this is going to be another Christmassy post for me. First things first, I want to show you something I recorded last week before I went to visit my bee and give them the gifts that I had made for them. So I'm going to insert that here. Hey guys, here's just a quick one. I'm about to head out the door to go see my bee, and I have some holiday gifts for them. So I just wanted to show you those to you really quick before I go. First of all, I packaged them in these little packages that I made yesterday. These are actually the tops of wine bottle bags, like when you buy a wine bottle and they stick it in a paper bag. And so I just cut that off, and they're taped across the bottom and then stamped, a couple of punch holes. I hopefully have posted a tutorial about that for now, by now, excuse me. I have a cat that wants to come say hi. Come on. Come on. Just tack it. He was the grumpy kitty under the tree. Okay, now I need to do this, okay? These are the earrings I made for my bee for Christmas. Let me see if I can get them so you can actually see them. They are little spools of thread. I got the little spools at Michael's in their wood section. And then they have little buttons on the bottom and little bumblebees because it's my bee. And I actually wrapped thread on them. They have red thread wrapped on for the holidays. And then I actually, I used glue dots to attach those. And then the card is just a business card. The lighting in here is really terrible, isn't it? I'll have to put a picture in so you can see a better shot of these. There's an elf stamped on the back. This is a business card, and I just folded the top down, and then they have little rubber stoppers on the back to hold them in place. And then for the top or the bottom half of the bag, I used those to put treats in for Eli to give to his friends at work. And that's it. And back to the rest of the video. Bye guys. I've been sick the last few days, so if I look a little pale or sound a little hoarse, that's why. I've had a pretty nasty head cold. I'm feeling better today, but I'm still probably about 80%. Still pretty tired just from being sick. And I have a kitty in my lap. Tackett is with me again today. So I want to show you now what my bee gave me for Christmas. We always exchange just really small things, just little tokens of our affection, because we all pretty much just adore each other. The lovely Shirley gave us two things. She gave us something earlier in the month, and then she gave us something last week. First of all, she gave us each one of these, and these are Santa's underpants. You may have seen them on my Christmas tree last week when I was showing the video, and it says, I looked for a stocking but couldn't find a spare, so I ended up stuffing Santa's red underwear. And if you turn it around and lift the back, there's a hole, and he's filled with candy. So Santa's underwear filled with candy, which is really cute. Shirley also made us these little pouches, which she said, I think she said it was a 60-degree triangle, and you make two together and then turn them like pillowcase, and then you stitch the top, and she put a little ribbon and a bell in there. And this was also full of candy. The candy has since been eaten. And then the lovely Linda gave us all one of these little beauties. And this one, this is a bookmark, which you know I love to read, so this is a great gift for me. And it has a little J charm. There we go. A little J charm on it. I love this. And Marge gave us all a little Santa ornament. So let's see. Santa. He's got a little, looks like a little hemp wreath and some little straw. And his face is painted. And Osie, in a sort of a running joke with our yearly retreat, she always wears these fuzzy socks. And she calls them her thread catchers because they get covered with thread just from all of us sewing and there being bits of thread on the floor and stuff. So she gave us all a pair of fuzzy socks. So we all have our own thread catchers for retreat next year. Like I said, I've been sick, so what I did while I was cooped up sitting in my chair downstairs is I had already sewn the binding for Operation Save Sue onto the front of the quilt, and I was hand stitching it to the back. So I finished Sue. Sue was all done. She has her binding. You can see I stitched it to the front and then hand stitched it to the back. It's the same fabric as the backing fabric. She still needs a label But I've already washed her, so she's nice and crinkly and old-fashioned quilty now, which is, I love that on a quilt, especially when you're going to snuggle with. And she's pretty huge. We can get all 4 of us underneath her. And she will probably live in the living room until Gareth decides to steal her and put her in his room, because this is his favorite quilt next to his Tails quilt that I made for him a couple years ago. Also, I did a little crocheting. Once I finished Sue, I did a little crocheting, and I made the hat that I have on. This was, I think this is a Lion Brand yarn. I got it at Michael's a couple weeks ago. And this is, I made this one for Eli. This was a self-striping worsted, and I think this is a new yarn that I found at Michael's that I think is sort of a store brand yarn. I'll have to look up the name of it because I don't remember now, but it's a really nice chunky weight yarn, so it worked up really fast. And this is just all half double crochet and made for Eli, and it looks really good on him too. And I also made this hat, which is a little bit bigger hat. This one is made from some yarn that Jules gave me, and I have loads of this yarn, so I'm gonna try a different pattern with it next time because I ended up with it being a little bit pointy on the top. So this is all double crochet, so I just need to figure out a way to make it a little less pointy on the top. And I think that's about it. Pran, I wanted to tell you that you did a really great job on your glass ball ornament tutorial last week, and that I did pick up some plain glass balls, and that later today the kids and I are gonna do some marbled balls, and I will show those later. I'm hoping that they'll be dry by Christmas so that we can give them away to some family and friends, but we shall see. We've got a couple days, so we're going to do it today, and hopefully they'll be dry in time. I mentioned, if you follow me on LiveJournal, I mentioned that I started South Beach Diet again 2 weeks ago, so today is my 2-week mark, and I have lost over 7.5 pounds. So I'm going to go to phase 2 now, which I know it's a little crazy to be doing South Beach over Christmas because there's no sugar and no bread the first 2 weeks, and there's whole grains after that. But I haven't found it as hard as you might believe to not have the sugar. I had just gotten to the point where I didn't feel good anymore. Just going back and sort of cleansing and going off sugar and going off processed foods, I think, has made more difference than anything. So I'm feeling, despite the head cold of the last 2 days, which has nothing to do with that, I think I got this Christmas shopping, but despite that, I feel better than I have in a really long time. And so this is actually the second time I've very seriously done South Beach. I followed South Beach for almost 3 years and did really well on it, and then just sort of lost the plot because a lot of things were going on in my life, and I just stopped paying attention, and it feels good to pay attention again, and I'm feeling a lot better. My clothes fit better, and I'm glad I'm doing it before the New Year, so it's not a New Year's resolution. It's just I want to be better and take better care of myself resolution. So I guess that's it for now. For everyone out there that's celebrating Christmas, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I will see you guys. I guess I don't even have to wish you Happy New Year's because I'll be back on the 29th. I will see you guys later, and have a great week. Bye, guys.